welcome to my channel, and if you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, honey. Oh, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you could be notified when your girl posts another video. Okay, so if you're back, you know that this is a part 2 to my BBL journey experience with Jrafael. So if you're here without watching part 1, exit out, go watch part 1, like, comment, and then come back over here. Okay, so part 2, I would just be really talking about my whole journey after surgery, because right now I am 7 months post-op, and I look completely, when I say completely, I look completely different from day 1 to now. Because day 1, your girl was looking like a big sponge. I was looking like a whale, and that was not the tea. It was not giving what it was supposed to have gave, and I almost was like but again, so if you're interested, watch to the end, and if you're not, like I said, natural bodies matter, but BBL girls matter too. Okay, girl. So, oh, I'm gassy. Hold on now. Okay, I'm back because your girl was really gassy. Okay, so in this video, I will be talking about the procedure I had booked. But the whole journey was like, you know, whatever, like I said. Whew. I keep losing my train of thought. I don't know what's going on. I'm hungry, so I'm trying to hurry up so I go eat my salad, but whatever. So I'm going to be inserting pictures and videos of everything that you need to see and know. So you know what you're getting yourself into if you are interested in booking with a Jrafael, because he is that guy for me, my point of view. Okay, so the procedure I booked was a lipo BBL, lipo 360 BBL. Okay, so day 1 of my surgery, well, we had surgery at, well, I had surgery, whatever. These lashes are bothering me. Was at Monumental. It was supposed to be a scissular. Again, if you're knowledgeable of the surgery community, you know that most of the doctors will operate out of scissular. But something happened with Jrafael, and he started doing surgery at Monumental the day before I needed to have surgery. So I was kind of like scared, because Monumental is known for a lot of girls dying over there. Like, they said, like, all the bad luck doctors. I don't know. Whatever. I had to block that negativity out, because I'm like, I came to DR, my flight was paid, you know, whatever. Oh, speaking of that flight, my flight was like $340 for DR, and I stayed in DR for 11 days. Or was it 12? 11 or 12, doesn't matter. Maybe 14. I think I don't know, something like that. So yeah, my procedure I had booked was lipo BBL. My surgery was at I think like 8 in the morning, but I had to be there like at 6. And so I really didn't go under the knife till about like 10, 11 from what I remember. Maybe like around 10, because I woke up at 1 p.m. And so yeah, that's that. The whole process of being put to sleep. The doctors, for the most part, I have a bubbly personality, and I like to, if you know me, you know that I like to put on my voices, put on my different accents, act Hispanic, you know, whatever, because I love the, you know, the Hispanic community, Latin community. I love them. So I had a good time with the nurses, the doctors, you know, they played a lot for me, made me feel comfortable. So that's that. And then towards when I seen, because I was the second girl, there was a first girl before me. She was a diabetic, and apparently if you have like any high risk issue, they take you first to get you out the way, and then, you know, whatever after that. So it was just me and her that day. And so she went before me, and I literally like kind of saw the whole process. Not really, but really, because I was kind of like peeking, because I was in the room across from the operating room. So I was trying to look, and then so Like I was so like jittery, like I had to like doodle or like I literally had to like do like number 2 or something because I was like just, yeah. So one of the nurse guys came in, and even Jrafael came in at a point. Yeah, I don't think about it. Even him came in at a point to, you know, kind of rub my back and take pictures of me, you know, my before and after to make me feel comfortable, because I was just like, I was just kind of like losing it. So they asked me if I wanted the blue pill. The blue pill is to like get you calm before going under, so that, you know, your blood pressure is not high to where they cannot operate on you. Well, to where they cannot give you anesthesia to operate on you. So I didn't want the blue pill. Y'all already, you know, put me under anesthesia. I don't need all that medication before I go under, and God forbid, you know, something happened, because y'all heavily medicating me, and I was not having it. So I calmed myself down. I think I FaceTimed one of my homegirls, and yeah, you know, just trying to like get my mind off of it. And then when it was time, they told me to get up and walk. Ooh, just think about it, I feel like I'm reliving it. So they told me to get up and walk. I walked to the operating room. They started asking me questions like, how old is your daughter, you know, things like that. And mind you, I already had the IV in me. So they were talking to me while they were doing the process. They asked me, have I been on anesthesia before? I'm like, yeah, because I did get my gallbladder removed in 2016. So yeah, they asked me, have I been on anesthesia before? I'm like, yeah, you know, just asking me questions. And all I remember was that I woke up from surgery. So at that point, like when I was talking, it was just for them to distract me. Boom, anesthesia, gone, dead, okay, gone. So yeah, I woke up, and I don't think they know when I woke up. I just remember them lifting up the blanket to put me onto the other bed to bring me to the recovery room. And I just remember waking up crying, and I was like cold and, you know, whatever. And first thing I remember, I had called my friend, and I was like, I thought I was dead. This camera keeps shutting off on me. It's saying that the internal temperature is too high, but it's cold in here, and the camera's not even hot. I don't even know what's going on. But yeah, like I was saying, was that I just remember I thought I was dead, and, you know, X, Y, and Z. And I was crying, but, you know, that's the anesthesia had me talking loopy, you know. So that was that. And then I seen that I had drains, but I still wasn't catching on. So mind you, I told y'all bug lipo BBL. So so when I woke up, you know, my nurse was there, Amy was there. She was ready in the room waiting for me, you know, to assist me, you know, whatever. And I wasn't in pain. When I woke up, I wasn't in pain. I just was just like, I don't know, the anesthesia make you do dumb stuff. I don't know. But I wasn't in pain. I more so felt like tight. Yeah, I more so felt like tight, and I felt uncomfortable. That's what I would say. So yeah, and then I remember I had to pee, and then I was telling my nurse, I was like, I said, Amy, I have to pee, and I have to pee. She was like, just pee. And I was like, what you mean? What you mean just pee? Like, just pee in the bed? And she was like, you have a catheter. And I was like, I said, why have a catheter? She was like, you had a tummy tuck. And literally while she was saying that, I was like, no. I was just like, what? I said, I had a mini tuck. And literally as she was saying that, Dr. Rafael, Dr. Gomez walks in, and he starts talking to me in Spanish. I understand Spanish, I would say 8, 9 out of 10. Like, I cannot speak it well. I could say what I need to get by to make somebody understand. Like, if I need to say, you know, I gotta use the bathroom, you know, whatever. So, like, I need food, you know, tengo hambre, you know, little stuff, okay? Like, I could get by. So he comes and he started talking to me. He was telling me that I had a lot of flaccid. So, like, I had a lot of loose skin. So he said he started to do the lipo, and so he wasn't happy with how it was looking. So he gave me a mini tuck. So my scar is not from hip to hip, but it's more so from My scar is like from here to here. So yeah. So like I said, I will insert pictures so that y'all can see. It's really dark in here. Pictures so that you can see what the scar looks like. It's not bad. A section in the middle did turn into a little keloid, but not that bad. But that's not because of him, that's because of me, obviously. So I was instantly, he said that, I was just like, the whole entire time I was like this. I was just like so sad. And then he's like, mommy, I had to do it because I know happy with how you look. I know happy, mommy, because you had a lot of extra skin. And then he went back to speaking Spanish. And so then I was just like, you know, whatever. There's nothing I could do. It was already done. So there's no point in being mad. I like a person who takes initiative where initiative needs to be taken. And I did know that I had an oatmeal stomach, but it wasn't that bad. Like, you know, Gabby seen the memes when they be comparing like mommy bellies to like the oatmeal cream pie stomach. And I kind of had it, but I kind of didn't. I would say like it had like an oatmeal maybe 6 out of 10. But my plan was to do the lipo, and I wanted to do the tape method. Okay, if you're unfamiliar with that, they would use kinesthetic tape. I could never say that word, tongue twister. Kinesthesiology. Otherwise, KT tape, if you will. Okay, KT tape. It's supposed to like pull back the skin to attach it back to the muscle. So you would ideally, only somebody who had just had surgery would be able to use that to help repair, you know, the loose skin. And that was my plan, because I really don't like the fake belly button look, which I don't have. So thank God he didn't give me a full tummy tuck, because the mini tummy tuck, what that is that they just cut the skin and pull it down, instead of, you know, like, because with this full tummy tuck you would cut hip to hip and pull it all the way down and create a new belly button. But since my stomach wasn't that big, I had a mommy pudge with a lot of stretch marks and loose skin, just a little bit loose skin, not too much. He just cut it from I don't even know what you call that point, but I showed y'all. And so yeah, my belly button is still the same. I just, yeah, I'm just sad about the scar. I mean, it's not, again, like I said, it's not bad, but whatever. I haven't worn a 2-piece yet. Mind you, I'm 7 months post-op. I did, but I was, I think, like 4 months post-op, and I went in the water. And think about it now, that was a bad idea to get in the water. I went on a boat. But anyway, I'm going off topic. So yeah. And no, he didn't charge me extra. If anybody's gonna ask that question, he did not charge me extra for doing the mini tuck. That was something that he decided to do. And if he did charge me extra, I was not gonna pay, because I didn't have extra to give. I would just give him a bunch of kisses on the cheek and be like, you're the best. Why is my lights flicking? Why is my lights flicking? This video is not meant to be recorded. Okay, so yeah, I had drains. And I had a catheter. The catheter was removed before I left the hospital, but I had the drains for 7 days. So yeah, anybody who gets a tuck, like some people like who be getting lipo down here in Miami. I know that doesn't happen in DR, but if you get lipo down here in Miami, some doctors give you drains. But I know for a fact you get mini tummy tuck, that's automatic for drains, because you have to get the extra excess fluid out of you so you don't get a seroma, fibrosis, fat pocket, you know, whatever. So that's that. So yeah, I have the drains. I'm gonna insert pictures somewhere, either here or here, or this screen might disappear. It might be here, I don't know. Or here. But yeah, my legs were swollen. My legs were severely swollen. Like, even when I walked, I felt like I was walking on pins and needles. He did give me arm lipo like up here, like up to like here. So I didn't get like a full arm lipo. But when I tell you Hassan, I don't know, I'm saying Hassan definitely didn't do this. When I say Dr. Gomez sucked me dry, even when I was getting my massages, they were like, you're like bony. I mean, now I put back on weight because I've been eating. I'm not fat, but what was sucked out obviously has to come back in and, you know, putting something back in. That's natural. But I was like bony on like my sides, my back were like if you touched it, it was like straight real, okay, straight skin and real. So even I was scared to touch me. It felt so raw. I was like, oh my god, yeah, like it would be so raw. So I recently just started, you know, putting my weight back on, you know, whatever. So yeah, so I'm gonna put in pictures of my arms, my legs, my inner thighs. So he gave me a, like, he went from like under my titty up to like my arm. So I needed to get that massage too. I had like a lot of fluid and I couldn't even put my arms up for like 2 months. So yeah, and then he did do inner thigh and I didn't ask for it. So like Gomez looked out when it came to me. I think because I was like super nice and he was calling me his wife, his future wife or whatever. I was doing my little, you know, charm, putting my little charm on. So like he gave me inner thigh lipo at the top. What else did he do extra? And yeah, so I did the cons, not cons, but this is part of surgery. I did have a fat pocket on the side of my thigh. It was noticed maybe like a day after surgery when it was time for me to get a massage. It was like a fat pocket, and because he put fat on the side of my, like on my hips, like he gave me some hips. And I guess it was, you know, it was a rejection pocket, and that's happened. That's normal. I mean, my hips are still there, but yeah. So that had to get drained for like, I would say like a whole month or 2 months after surgery. I was draining that with a 22, either a 22 gauge needle, or a 18. I don't remember. I was draining myself. And because it was full of so much fluid, I would poke the needle in there and I wouldn't feel anything because there was so much fluid under that pocket. I'm gonna post pictures somewhere that when I would put the needle, the fluid would just come out, and that's normal. Some people get fat pockets in their stomach. You gotta drain it. You get it in your thigh. You know, wherever you get lipo, that it's very possible for your body to reject it. It happens to some people. It doesn't happen to some, but just for me, it was like a small pocket. Like I said, I posted a picture. Yeah, and when I woke up from surgery, when I started taking pictures of my butt, like I was not happy with my results. Like I was like, okay, I don't look like before, but I don't like the way that, you know, I'm like, I said, I hope I didn't spend all this money to stay looking like this. And I know, and I was like, I hope I didn't spend all this money to look like this. But you know how they say, trust the process. And it's real. Trust the process. Is how you look when you get off that table. It's not how you would look in 5 to 8 months, baby. Because when I tell you I do not look like the way I looked when I got off the table, honey, girl, look at the pictures. Look at the pictures. Look at the pictures. There's like a big difference, and like I have you know that I am so happy. And even at 7 months post-op, I'm about to be 8 months post-op in like a week, 2 weeks, you know, because I told you I was to 12. So like my body is legit still changing, like literally. But one thing I will say, that swelling still does happen. I still get swollen when I eat salty foods, and I try not to cook with salt anymore. I actually don't cook with salt anymore, but some of the seasonings that I use still have sodium in it. I mean, can't escape it. I do want my food to taste good. I'm not just going to be using pepper and cumin and, you know, shit like that. I like for my food to be seasoned. I am a foodie. I like to taste my food. I like to taste. It has to taste good, okay? So, yeah. So I stay in my fajas. So I had gotten 3 fajas, 4 fajas. Oh my God. This lash is killing me. I did fly home, I think on my 10th day or 11th day. I don't remember because I got to DR. My surgery was on the 9th. I got to DR on August. Sorry, my surgery was on the 12th. I flew to DR on August the 9th. So I had a head start on doing my blood work. And I think I flew back home. Yeah, my surgery was on the 9th. My surgery was on the 12th. I flew to DR August the 9th. And I think I flew back home maybe like the 21st because I had to be back before my daughter started school. So I get her ready for school. Or maybe I flew back on the 22nd. I don't know. So from the 9th to the 22nd, I don't know. But yeah, that's how long I was in DR. Maybe it was the 21st. Doesn't matter. Either way, I did about 2 weeks in DR. Okay. And the flight back home was so uncomfortable because I had forgotten my booty pillow. So I had to fold one of my sweaters to sit on the plane. And even that was uncomfortable. So I was getting on my knees. It was completely uncomfortable. And the altitude and all that, the ride just being all the way up made my feet extra swollen. It was terrible. I was in so much pain. But, and I wouldn't even say pain, but you know, whatever. But discomfort. And yeah, and what I forgot to mention was that I did have a blood transfusion in DR when I was in the recovery room, because I think my hemo had dropped down to like a 5, or maybe it was like a 6, I don't know. That I had a blood transfusion, that was one thing. And then I had another blood transfusion when I got home because, again, like I said, I was anemic and I fought to get my hemo up, but clearly my body was not having it. My body was like, you need more. So I had to, one in DR, one here, which is so scary because I got somebody's blood in me. Oh my God. But yeah, I was like lightheaded all the time. I had headaches, like really sharp headaches. And so, and I was seeing white, like a migraine. I was like seeing white all the time. And I'm like, it's not a migraine, something wrong. And when I posted it on my surgery page, and that's why I'm so grateful. It's so good to create surgery pages because your surgery sisters, like your surgery followers, people we follow, will literally help you because everybody go through the same thing. So I think I mentioned that in part 1, to create a surgery page. But yeah, like there's people, like if you, like, you know, people go through the same thing, they're able to help you until you went to go to the hospital when that third. And yeah, people were like, yeah, go to the hospital, your hemo was really, really low. So yeah, I went before I went into shock. Yeah, lo and behold, when I went to the hospital, I think my hemo was a 5.1 when I did go. So they had to give me another blood transfusion. So I did that. But I've been drinking my beet juice. I mean, not anymore, but after that, shortly thereafter, I think maybe for like a month, I was drinking my beet juice, drinking my orange juice, taking my pills. And then I've been better. And I've been healing nicely ever since. I'm still healing. I'm still, like, my weight has been fluctuating. I'm up, I'm down, I'm skinny, I'm big. So like right now I'm currently on a diet. I'm taking my Herbalife and eating clean. I was just eating a salad in between breaks on the camera since it keeps shutting off on me. It keeps hating. So yeah, so my stomach had gotten big because I was eating and I wasn't really wearing my faja. I had switched to a waist shaper. But I'm back in my faja. I wear it maybe 3 times a week. 10 to 12 hours a day. I don't sleep in it unless I'm too lazy to take it off. But yeah, so I shower early in the morning, like before 9 a.m. and I keep it on to about 7, 8 o'clock. At night, take it off, shower, go to sleep, repeat the routine. But I do it 3 times a week because again, I am 7 months post-op. It's not necessary for you to wear every day, but whatever works for you, honey, works for you. So this is what I do for me and it's working for my body, and my body is still changing. So I can't wait to see where I am a year post-op. I do plan to do my titties next because I'm in the itty bitty titty committee and I need some boobies. So yeah, so that is it. I hope I didn't miss anything. Yeah, so that is it. I really hope I didn't miss anything, and if I do, shoot me a comment and I will answer any questions that you you know, any question that you have. I am an open book. Yeah, so that is pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions that I can answer, if I'm able to answer, as long as, you know, it pertains to me or my experience, or with Jrafael, I don't know if you feel like I missed anything, feel free to let me know. Anything that I've talked about with fajas and things like that. Oh yeah, and this is my favorite faja, by the way. This is stage 3 Tributo, and I paid $200 for it, and this is custom. And yeah, so I will post pictures, not pictures, I already showed y'all pictures, but I will post everything in the description, from the vitamins to take, my nurse Instagram, everything, faja, everything that I used. Yeah, but this faja here, forget Pretty Girl Curves. If you hear about Pretty Girl Curves, it's a great faja. But Tributo, honey, it don't get no better than this. I am good. So yes, so thank you again for watching. And if you didn't subscribe already from the beginning of the video, go ahead and subscribe now. Like the video, comments, follow me on my socials, or whatever. I am here to help, here to talk. Bring your girl, your honey, the Sally Shop. Okay? See y'all in the next video. Bye.